Hey yo, you know what you watching, you know what I'm saying? You watching Cav TV, the good, the bad, and the motherfucking ugly. I'm finna start off, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mgtow. I still been doing little videos with the Mgtow movement. I respect it. Shout out to all the Mgtowns. Shout out to everybody that's, you know, going their own way that's single. You know, including myself. Anyway, I know y'all like the chucks that I got on my feet, you know. Decided to wear the chucks today, the white chucks, you know. I've been getting complimented. Like, oh man, you wear the chucks. Yeah, you know how I do, man. Switch it up to get, son. Switch it up to get done. But anyway, like to say good morning to everybody that's out here, that's watching my video. Keep your head up, man. It's a long journey, and I want to talk about something about relationships and sex. We're gonna talk about sex and relationships, cause a lot of guys be confused with thinking that, oh yeah, if I put the D down on her real good, she gonna stay with me. Nah, buddy, that's not gonna happen. Too bad. You wish that would happen, because most of the guys out here, they ego trip sometimes, and they be used to dealing with a few women in their past, or you might have had a virgin or a girl that you broke up virginity. Like, you got to realize that these modern day women, they all over the place. Once they became single and, you know, felt like they got a taste of the single life, and they love being single, there's benefits out of it. They get to sleep with whoever they want to sleep with and gain money and trick and do whatever they want to do. And they ain't got to lie. They just be straight up and say, yeah, I'm fucking, you know, you ain't my nigga, whatever. You know, shit like that. They can say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do and go as when they please. And it's no different if they're in a relationship. You know, a woman always gonna have a sucker on the side. You know, but I don't want to get too much off topic. Guys' ego trip is the thing that I want to talk about with having sex in these relationships. We as men, we always mess up with thinking that, oh, just because sorry about that, I light up my joint for the morning, fired up. We think that just because we pleased a few females in our past that was virgins, and like I said, these modern day women all over the place. Like, you might made one female feel like, oh, you know, you the bomb in the bed, cause she ain't been out there like that, and she ain't had no experience. And then you might say, okay, you know, let me meet a virgin or a college girl, a girl that's fresh out of college. Maybe she innocent and maybe she's pure, and, you know, maybe I could put the D down on her. Guys worry about the wrong thing. They feeling like sex and money can make a woman stay with you. No, she can use you. Because you got to remember, these women, is the beneficial is being single. They mess with women, they mess with each other, then they sticking toys and everything up their vagina whenever they bored. They don't need a man, they just have a 12-inch long dildo ramming it up their vagina. So what you gonna be able to do with that? What you gonna be able to do with a woman that's sticking 12 inches of a dildo inside her vagina? And you might look at it like, damn, she goddamn getting dug out. She digging herself out with it, you know? She don't got a man, she a man hating, you know what I'm saying, female, and she bitter about, man, I'm finna just use a dildo. I'm finna get a female to come over here and lick on my clit every now and then. See, women are so extra nowadays that it's no point of worry about how good your penis is and how much money you have to give her, because she's spoiled. She's spoiled by different men. She feel entitled. There's no good options out there in the dating field. Even the ugly females are leveling up. You got ugly, fat, unattractive females are leveling up. And why is that? Because the desperate reality of most men. The desperate reality of most men cause them to feel like, okay, if I can use money, then I can get her. If I can slang some wood on her, I can get her. Man, don't you know how many guys that she run into throughout her day? You might feel like, oh, yeah, man, I'm King Dingaling or whatever. She might meet a guy that got a bigger penis than you. So then what? So then now, and then you might look at the finance. It might be a guy that have more money than you, nicer car than you, different materialistic things. So while a guy out there too busy trying to compete and be upset, you got guys out here trying to lie on other men at the workplace and say, oh, he's smoking weed or he doing something that, just snitching and telling on most men for whatever petty little reason to get them fired. Oh, he's smoking a cigarette out there on the job site or whatever. Just to bump another man out of position. Why? Because they feel like the dating field don't have too many options and the competition is crazy. They going after the 1 or 2% man that's out there. High value man, or what they call a man with money and finance and everything else. All the women chasing after the same type of guy. And the rest of them is leftovers. Leftovers that's been, used up and, wore out, thrown to the side, and they for the pickings. They at the bottom of the barrel. And the guy with status don't want them. He'll use her for entertainment, get some head, or get some, some pleasure. Might get her $50, take her out to eat, do something small. They the bottom of the barrels, the less attractive ones and the fat ones. The guys that have high value, they go after them when they bored. Or when they feel like the so-called bad females are being too extra, so they'll go after the less attractive one. So that's why you got more ugly women and fat women, unattractive women that's, getting guys. And you got some females that's big girls, whatever, that got a decent looking face. That's all they want to look at. They'll look at the face and the lights they'll turn off. Or if they do want to look at it, it's just a fetish. It's just something that they want to smash. They feel like most big girls are more easy to smash than the so-called bad women, so they'll go after them. So you got to look at your options out here. You got to look at how these females look at men. The same way you look at how they look at you, you got to look at them the same way. You got to have standards like these women. These women walk around all day long like they ain't got no flaws. When they do. It ain't your fault because, you can't please her in the bed. But like I said, you probably done pleased other women, your high school sweetheart, a girl that you met that was a virgin. But these women are doing some of everything out here. A lot of women belong to the streets. It ain't too many decent women left.